Welcome to my channel. In this video I am going to go over a haul of Easter and spring items that I have pulled to either get listed online or to get put in my booth. So here we go. Before I get started, I want to give a brief introduction of myself and what I do for anyone who is just joining. I shop resale thrift stores, garage sales, estate sales, and flea markets to find items that I can sell online or put in my booth that I have at a local vintage and collectible shop. I call it treasure hunting, and it's something I really enjoy doing. I think my favorite thing to find are vintage, hard good, glassware items, pretty much anything vintage. I do buy some newer collectible items and some shoes and clothes that I sell mostly online. And it's something I really enjoy doing. I like finding items that I can get out there that somebody may be looking for, and they can find them either, again, online or at my booth. So if this is something that you enjoy watching, then join me, and I am going to go over the haul for what I have pulled for Easter and spring. What I'm going to start with are these. These are so cute. They're little, they come in threes. Let's see if I can get all of them up here. These are little chalkware bluebirds that hang on the wall. Set of 3, and so you can see the chalkware there. I have a number on them because I had these listed in my booth and they didn't sell. I had them listed for quite a while, and what happened was I moved from a smaller booth to a little bit bigger booth, but I lost some wall space, so I didn't have anywhere to keep these. So I'm going to go ahead and get these listed online. We have an antique show that came about last year, and someone was selling these on sale in their booth, and I believe I paid $9 for the set, and I looked online and they should sell anywhere from $25 to $30. So those are something that I'm going to get up pretty soon. This might be something I already showed before because I had gone through a box of things that I had packed away, but I thought this could be a good time to go ahead and show it again. It's a little egg with a bunny on it and a little trinket box. And I was going to say, I think it is Lenox, but it's called the Rabbit Easter Egg. It's Easter 1994 limited edition Lenox. So, let's see. This is where I have the biggest trouble, is trying to get things to focus so that you can actually see. Let me see. We can get that in. There's a little bit better. But anyways, yeah, that's the marking on the bottom. And I picked that up, pretty sure it was an estate sale on half off day, and the tag inside I paid $4 for it, so he'll be cute to get up for Easter. And then this is something I found in the Goodwill bins, which is the Goodwill outlet, and I explained a little bit about those the last time. The outlet stores, they are supposed to be the stores where whatever doesn't sell in the main stores go, and it's like a last resort. But I also think they get donations there, because sometimes you find some really nice things that looks like it was recently donated, and they just throw them in these big, they call them boats, they're big blue bins, boats, and it's just full of stuff, and you have to dig, you have to go through it. It's not the most pleasant thing to dig, but what is pleasant is when you find something really good. So, and it's not broken or chipped or cracked, because things get torn around, pushed around, thrown around. So yeah, to come out not having any damage is pretty good. pretty great actually. But this is a little egg cup, a little chick egg cup. I have a little egg that I can show an example how that sits in there. So we hold his little egg, and he's got it does not have a mark on it, but I looked them up and I believe this is IKEA. This is something from IKEA. So not old, but it was cute, and I didn't want to leave it because pretty sure it wouldn't have survived much longer in the bins. And next I'll show this figurine. So this is just two little rabbits, maybe a mama rabbit and a baby rabbit, and they're holding their vegetables. And I did find this at Goodwill, and it has several stickers. I paid $6.99, and the stickers on the bottom say Bethany Love Designs, made in the Philippines. And I remember when I found it, I did look this up because I thought $6.99 was priced up pretty high. It does have some, maybe like a little chip here, and I looked it up and it was a really good sell, or they sold for a really good price. But then later when I got it home and unpacked it, I found it's hard to see it. You have to really look for it. I believe I held it up in the light and I could see a very, like a hairline fracture in, I was going to see if I could find it now, but it's right here. It's going to be hard to pick up on camera. You can't really see it that well. And it's not broken, like someone broke it and glued it back on. It's just a little crack right there. So I'm not sure. That'll knock the value down on that a little bit. So I'll have to decide what I would do with that. But if I was to list it as is, I would, take pictures of that and make sure I note that does have damage on it. And if I was to put it in my booth, I would put either has damage or as is, so that someone knows that they're aware of that when they purchase it. So, but it was cute. It was really cute. Let's see. The next thing I'll show are these mugs. They're really pretty with flowers and dragonflies, and they are marked, they're Temptations. So ceramic. I have 3 of them. It's unusual for me to buy things in 3s. I'm not real sure. I was wondering if I have a 4th one somewhere that I haven't found. If not, I may have just got them because they were pretty. But I paid $1.99 each for these. And I will have to decide how I'll do that, because online they probably would sell better as a pair. So I thought I might put a pair online and then put the single one in my booth, or I might keep that one. Let's see. The next thing I'm going to show are these little things. So if you watched my video from last week, I showed some St. Patrick's Day themed items, and at the end of my video I had those little shamrocks, the little shelf sitters or knotters. Well, when I found those, I also found these, and these are little eggs, and they're the same thing. They're the little knotters with the pipe cleaner arms and legs. Everywhere else is ceramic, and they are signed on the bottom, but they say Christmas 96, and I found total 6 of these. Now these 2 are different. If you can tell, the beaks are a little bit different. So they're like little egg ducks, I guess. And someone hand painted them. Now this one does not have the string, but this one does. And if anyone saw last week, you remember when we pull the string, it makes their one little arm and leg move forward. So yeah, so I actually have a pair that are different. I think I have 2 pairs that are different, and then the other pair I have are the same. So I'm not sure how I will split those up for resale just yet, but I paid 99 cents for each one of those. So we'll see. They're a little hobbyist piece. Sometimes hobbyist piece can do well. It's something I would put in my listing. I haven't sold the shamrock ones yet, but I know that there are people out there searching for those. So those are just cute. They're cute. I couldn't leave those. They were cute. And I might keep a couple for decorations. So. Alright. Something I picked up. This might have been in an ornament bag. So I'm not real sure what I would have paid for these individually. I probably purchased a Ziploc with ornaments in them. And these are handmade little smocked egg ornaments. So those are really cute, really pretty. So pick those up. And then these, I've got 3 of these. They're paper mache little egg boxes. And some of these, I want to say I may have picked a couple up from an estate sale, and one of them, I know this one's from Goodwill because it has the $1.99 sticker on the bottom. But yeah, I'll show these up a little closer so you can see the detail on them. But little paper mache boxes. So that's a yellow one, and I don't know if I showed this one up close, but the orange one, it's detail, and it has this like ribbon around the edges of it. And then this one, I really like the color contrast on this one. It's the pink and kind of a teal or bluish color. Yellow inside. So yeah, so 2 of those would have, I believe, from the estate sale, and then one of them would have been from Goodwill. So there's that. Now some rabbits. This one I picked it up. This is another item I found in the bins. It's a little tin, the rabbit on it. Tins do really well for me in the booth. I've sold several tins. This one has a gold foil sticker of a Nesco on the bottom. The only issue is I have not been able to get this lid off. It is stuck. So I'm not real sure. I'm going to try a couple things. Whatever I do, I don't want to ruin the sticker on the bottom. So I'm going to have to figure that out. But it's just a cute little print on there with the rabbits reading a book, sitting with little flowers and eggs there. So that's cute. And I didn't pay, at the bins you pay by the pound, and I believe at ours it's $2.19 a pound. So this is very lightweight, so I didn't pay much for that at all. That's one of the ways I really like to, if you can go on a day where you can find some good things, you can really do well on some of those items. However, some days you go and it's a lot of broken. It's kind of discouraging to look through because a lot of the glass gets broken. This one I just showed you on the little egg cup. I actually have several like hand-painted ceramic eggs, and some of them might actually be real eggs. I'm not real sure where they all are right now, but I did find this one, and he's just a little painted bunny. This is cute. And it is signed on the bottom. It's 1993. It says Mom. Love Mom. Aw. And I believe her name is there, but I can't read that. And it's kind of dirty. I haven't cleaned it. This might be something I found at the bins as well. So the fact that it still looks great is kind of a miracle coming out of there. But the paint on it, they did a really good job on painting on those. So I'll pick those up when I find those if they're a really good price. This little guy, I've had him for quite some time. I've used him in my decorations, and I haven't really been able to find a whole lot on him, but he is made in Japan. He is marked on the bottom there, but not very big. Little porcelain rabbit. He looks like a Peter Rabbit, like the character but I don't know that he is anybody that I know, for he just looks like that. Another small item I picked up, and I'm not sure where I picked this up, but it is an egg cup, and I just thought this looked really Eastery and spring. With it's porcelain, but it's got the basket design, and then it has the applied flowers, which this all looks great. Like, a lot of times you find them chipped or broken, and I don't see that any are. And then the bottom, it has it says Germany on the bottom there. So that's a little German piece there. I don't know what I paid for that. Some of these I either didn't have tags on them to begin with, or maybe they've fallen off. Here's another little miniature bunny. I'm not sure where I picked him up from, but he also has the applied flowers around his neck. And his stickers, so he's not as old. His sticker is somewhat torn at the bottom. So I think it says Midwest, and I can't read the rest because it's torn, but there's a little sticker there. But anyways, he's a cute little figurine. Another one, little ceramic. This is again with the flowers. These are, I'm going to look up comps on all these, but these are more than likely, some of these are gonna end up in my booth, because the little small items do really well in there. And then I have these, which they don't have a name on them, but they're just little ceramic bunny rabbits. One with a basket of eggs, and the other's holding a bouquet of flowers. And they have little holes in the bottom, but no markings. Just the Goodwill stickers there that I paid 99 cents each for those. So, yeah. Alright, so I think that is everything here. So there was a couple videos ago I did a haul on some Goodwill items, and I left something out, but I thought it would be a perfect time to go ahead and show it for my spring haul, because this is all kind of spring. So I found this for $3.99, and it is older. It has no markings other than this is a print, and it has initials down there, so I'm going to have to do a better search. This might be Home Interior, or Home Co. But I just thought that was really pretty with the mailbox and the little birds, spring flowers. And I'm going to decide, this isn't something that may get listed right away, just because I'm trying to decide if I have room. I really like this and maybe want to keep this myself. If it does, I also have to see as far as shipping this. This is going to be a little bit difficult for packaging and shipping. So yeah, I really like that. The wood, the frame and everything is wood. This is real wood, and it's matted with that print around it. It's just really pretty. So yeah, and I thought the price for $3.99, that was a really good deal. And then I have this picture that I picked up. This one was $6.99, definitely vintage. You see the back. And this is also a print, and it has Warner Salmon 1942, and the copyright is 1943. Griebel and Bates, and this is the litho in USA, it says. So Jesus with the sheep, and just real pretty scene. And the frame is, you can see it's wooden, and it has the decorative print or design, I guess you'd say, around that. So we could show that up close there. So yeah, $6.99 for that. Alright, so another item. This isn't necessarily Easter, but I guess you can spring. But this is a Cabbage Patch, ceramic Cabbage Patch figurine, and they're holding little baby chicks that have just hatched. So get the little, I don't know if you can see these little chicks there, and they are marked. This is 1984. Made in Korea, and it has the artist's signature there for Cabbage Patch. I'm gonna see if I can get that to, there we go. See that pretty good, but right, yeah. These are going to be a little bit harder to show. They are little rabbit figurines. I have 5 of them. 2 are probably the bigger ones. Let's see how I set these down. They're a little bit bigger, but these 2 are the same. They're little white rabbits with red eyes, little figurines, and they have markings on the bottom, but I can't quite read it. They do have a red foil sticker. That's Bone China, Japan. Let's see. You can see that, but anyways, so these 2 are the same, and then we have these 2. They're a little bit smaller. They also have the stickers on them. And then this is the only one that was different. It's posed a little bit different. And yeah, he has the sticker also. So what I would probably do is pair do a set of 3. These 3. And then just pair the other 2 together as a set. These are real fragile. To be careful. I have to break off the little ears on them. And I believe I picked those up at an estate, so I can't tell you what I paid for those. There's no tags on those. And then this item is really large. For shipping, anyways. It's a chicken dish, and I believe it's a casserole dish. It's pretty heavy, pretty solid. It's ceramic. This is what the bottom looks like, and it does have a mark that's pressed in. Let's see how well we're going to be able to see that. And it says it's Revol. R-E-V-O-L, and I believe that's France. So, and like I said, I think this is a casserole dish, or it could be a serving dish. But I looked these up, and I think they come in different colors. So this would be the yellow one. So I thought this one would be good to get listed pretty soon, and I paid $4.99 for that. And it's a really good condition there. So, alright. So that concludes my spring Easter haul. I thank you all for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks. Bye.